Hi everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. This evening I'm going to be doing a full moon in Cancer, which is January 26th. So we're going to tap into that full moon upcoming. And as I do the full moon readings, of course, Cancer is out into June, July. So the messages can apply between now and then. You know, things can unfold in that 6 months time frame from, January 6th to, like, say, late June, early July. So keep that in mind, because there's always that 6 month span when we get out into that actual zodiac sign that's out further into the year. So I'm going to open the messages from I'm going to use the Angel Dreams deck to do the reading, but I'm going to pull from the Lunar Nomad Oracle. And I think I'm going to get a Spirit of Darkness and Light, and then we're going to get into the reading. So we're focusing on the full moon in Cancer's energies. And the angels, Archangel Michael, to guide and protect our time and space together. For those that are guided to this reading, what message wants to come from the Lunar Nomad Oracle. I haven't had this one out for a while, but I got guided to it for this one. So focusing on the Cancer. Oh, these wanted to come out. Birds and lilies. Lilies to me is an energy of maturation. So, and birds is of course communication. So 30 and 12, but literally 2 3s. Interesting. I was dreaming last night. I think it was last night. I was dreaming of the number 30. That's interesting to me. Okay, so let's look a little bit. I'm not going to read all of these. I'm not going to read both of these. It gets very monotonous. I'm just going to kind of scroll through. So this full moon is going to help with maturing. Or is it a 30? Is that a 30 or is that a... Oh, my eyes, I tell you. That is a 30. Okay. So Lily's keywords are self-care, compassion, rest, retreat, relaxation, meditation, purity, rebirth, peace, process, stillness, soul connection. But for me, it brings up maturity as well. Probably because of the Lenormand. When I read the Lenormands or the Lennies, the lilies are connected to that. And even in one deck, I've seen the lily card have an association to St. Nicholas, so I'm very excited to see that as well. It just came to my mind. I just remembered that. I'm not sure what deck that was, but it was in a book, one of the Lenormand decks I had, and I saw that with that card. Interesting, this one has the full moon picture behind the birds there, but let's just see. It says, in the sacred realm of lilies, your lunar self can step forward like the fairy floating to freely move, explore, rest, heal, and express your innermost longings. So there's an expression of your own innermost longings, right? Allow yourself to be spun into the web of rebirth and regeneration. Change is usually met with a storm, and a storm is weathered with patience, compassion, and introspection. How can you be gentler with yourself? And Lily has been regarded as a sign of immortality, purity, and the soul. When life has worn you down or pushed you into the breaking point, know that there is still a light blooming inside you. It says, as the lotus blooms in murky, muddy water, so too can you thrive in uncertain times. It says, time is your friend. There is no need to rush. We are always in the process, dying and being reborn moment to moment. Getting caught up in life's urgency pushes you deeper into the external chaos of the world around you, drowning out the wise voice within. In the cool hush of the night, where you are with nothing but yourself, the urgency subsides and you are met with infinity. Spend time alone in meditation, prayer, or even sleep. You have permission to steal away for a few moments and do one act of self-love. A day of rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. So go on a solo weekend trip, make a trip to the spa, wander through the woods, have a restorative massage, and whatever you do, be in a state of allowing, of just being. So there's nice messages for that, but it's talking about so let me see the birds. The birds represent communication, information, expression. Let's read the keywords. So words, companionship, meetings, conversation, communication, and clicks. It says, you are a beautiful creature created to sing, explore, and rise higher and higher. Let the cage dissolve, remembering your wings, and let the world hear your song. When this card appears, you are being called upon to express yourself. Your life is your prayer, your art. The more you share, express, and communicate your truth, the broader your horizons become, and the higher you begin to climb. The soul's music is contagious. Not only do you rise, but you bring those around you to a more joyous and expansive state. Okay, so and to me, it's kind of like getting in tune to your soul song too, because this felt very deep and soul connected. Which, you know, it can be soul connections and whatnot and conversation amongst that. But I also feel that inner prompting to connect to and express your soul's song, your soul's rhythm, music, if you will. So very interesting. So there's some sort of interconnection to higher purpose perhaps unfolding in this next 6 months. So let's dive into the spread. Well, I know what I'm going to do. I have to get a spirit of darkness and light. So let's see what spirit of darkness and light is working with this woman in Cancer. Spirit of darkness and light. These two wanted to come out. And we have spirit of the witch and the spirit of the wind. Activity, movement, and disruption. So a lot of magic when we look at the energies of the witch. It speaks to me of magician energy, the magician and the tarot, right? The spirit of the wind speaks to me of 8 of Wands, which is all about, again, communication, movement. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be disruption, but I feel a lot of magical movement through this, you know, coming from this Cancer full moon. And, you know, I don't know a lot about zodiacs, but Cancer is, you know, of course, that watery energy. It is associated with the Chariot, which is talking about spiritual, you know, 7 is a spiritual number, and the Chariot is all about movement. So spiritual movement is occurring. Magical spiritual movement is occurring. A lot of inner magic happening. So let's just see. And this, Lily's was talking about rest and sleep and whatnot, and I was guided to the dream oracle, so that's interesting. So let's see. So there may be a lot of expression coming in dreams too, like their spirit may be expressing a lot around this time. And of course, like I said, moving into the next 6 months, but right at this full moon in Cancer, you may have like a prophetic dream, or something is communicated to you that's important to your life purpose or your next step on your spiritual path, with the 7 being the Chariot energy, with the Cancer energy. Anyway, we're focusing on this spread as I'm shuffling, and see what Spirit wants us to know. So what has grown from the last full moon? So what has grown for us from the full moon in, oh my heavens, this is January. So the full moon in December, what has grown for us? And it is spring, awakening, projects, and renewal. So again, with the energy of awakening, there is a sense of expansion. She's wearing purple. So I feel like crown chakra energy has grown for us. Our connection to spirit, and it can be even like with projects and renewal, like a renewed sense of purpose is growing, or an understanding that there's more for us to be doing, or more for us to be connecting with. But what has grown is our crown chakra is opening and expanding, and there's more awakening occurring that has grown over the last full moon cycle to this, Cancer full moon. So we're having a bit of an awakening at this time. What gift this moon will reveal, which, it can be revealed from this full moon to, like I said, into the Cancer season. So it can take that long to reveal itself, or, it can come really quick, or it could take the whole 6 months to reveal itself. But this full moon is going to activate what is revealed. So what will be revealed? And it is daydream, imagination, allow your mind to wander, quiet time. And that's kind of like the message that we had with the lilies, is to take some time for yourself. But when we daydream, we're visualizing and we're manifesting. So I feel like what it will reveal to us is whatever it is we're trying to manifest, because like I said, we had that feeling of magical movement occurring. And I feel like whatever you are daydreaming about right now, whatever you're visualizing that you want to manifest with your inner, your inner being, if you will, with your third eye, with your daydream imagination, it will slowly solidify into your 3D landscape. You will manifest that what you're visualizing with your imagination over the next 6 months. And it's, again, they were telling us like how to get into that with this opening message of taking that rest, taking that time to meditate, taking that quiet time away. So utilizing your imagination to manifest. And we can say that, and we hear that a lot, but it is truly a real ability that we hold as co-creators with spirit. Our human imagination is that key, is that tool to manifest that which what we want. So visualizing it, giving it a picture to, create for us on our 3D canvas. So I definitely feel like we are awakening more to that inner power. We are awakening more to the ability to use it over this next 6 months, and we're going to see it come to us. And it's saying allow your mind to wander. So using that imagination to manifest. So number 3 is, what secret will this moon reveal to us over the next 6 months? So something we don't know, a secret, and it is past life gifts. So it's going to bring us, most likely a past life spiritual gift, a psychic ability is going to be revealed to us. It may shock you, maybe you are really good at mediumship, or very clairvoyant or clairaudient. I feel, or, any of the clairs, claircognizance, you may just know things or what have you. Something's going to strengthen or come to you in a way that it hasn't ever in the past. And of course, that Cancer is that, watery energy. It is also connected to that psychic energies within us as well. So Not surprised to see this. It can be also other things from past lives. You may have past life regression therapy or something, and find something out from a past life, or have a conscious recognition of something from past life, or an understanding, or this could be a person that you vibe with as a past life connection. But I am seeing it with all this other energy. It's kind of like more of a past life psychic gift. But it can, come in any way. But whatever it is connected to a past life that's coming, that you don't know about right now, but is coming over the next 6 months, it's going to be positive. It's going to be feeling like a treasure as a gift sent to you from Spirit. And they kind of want me to elaborate, but they're not telling me what step to use. I'm going to pull from the angel deck and see if they give more specific what the past life gift will be. What is the past life gift? Or more about this. What secret will be revealed for the next? And it's the angel of union. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. And they really would not let me go forward before I elaborated on this past life gift. So I feel like, obviously for a lot watching this, it's going to have something to do with a person. This says review gifts. So if you have met this person, there's going to be more to come with that person. If you haven't, you're going to meet somebody, and it is a connection. It's a partnership that is destined for greatness. So more will be revealed to you over the next 6 months, and triggered by this Cancer full moon. So that was 3. That was rather interesting. So 4 is what gets revealed to us for our protection. So what will we find out that will help protect us and our energy? And it is school lessons. So it's like having learned a lesson, right? A spiritual lesson is coming up. Also, this could be information too. Like what gets revealed is some sort of information, and it's in a protection mode. So it helps us advance. We're able to maybe graduate from one spiritual lesson to, one spiritual level to another, but some sort of information, knowledge, wisdom. And they're taking me back to the beginning of what has grown from the last full moon. So it can be this crown chakra. This can just be a spiritual understandings. I'm getting like a high, it's not so much high priestess, but a Hierophant type of energy. And that Hierophant can mean different things for different people in different situations. But like to me, it just feels like a strong spiritual understanding, more so than you've had of yourself and who you are truly in spirit and in a soul level. So this is what gets revealed for us in our protection mode, because it feels like it's tied to this beginning. They're taking me back to the spring. Now we are right now in winter, and spring is coming up over the next 3 months. But I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I was guided to, maybe because of the clock, and I was taken back to the spring. So this could come in the spring. What gets revealed for our protection? I feel like between now and spring, there is more awareness happening. There's more awakening happening, and we don't have like one big spiritual awakening. We have it, and we have many over our lifetimes, I believe, and tiers. Like I want to say, I'm going to give like lines. It almost feels like lines in a record, right? Or rings on a tree. It's kind of showing me like there's all this expanse of energy, but I feel like there's something very important unfolding for us in our consciousness and our awareness and our knowing. over the next, I will at least say till the start of spring or the end of spring, which, end of spring is bringing us right into the end of this, into Cancer season, right? So it's rather interesting. Cancer starts, I think, right at or return to summer. So through this whole time frame, there is more spiritual knowledge and awareness and knowing coming on in more of a conscious awareness. But that's for our protection, because, as the more you know, the more you understand, the more you can make very good decisions, right? So if you don't have all the information, or you're not, functioning with a level of awareness, you can't make good, solid, sound decisions for your life or your path ahead. And I feel like that's going to be being given to us. And of course, that's for our own benefit, our own protection. So 5 is what may get released from us that is negative, or released to us for the positive. And what may be released to us that is released from us that is negative, or to us that is positive. I kind of wanted to add a surrender. I don't know. I didn't look and see. I don't know what I did in my surrender deck. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's not it either. It's not actually in the box. Let me see if I see it quick. No, I don't see it. Not meant to be. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, now, once I get that thought in my mind, it's pretty much something I need to do. Okay, so then let me find it. All right, great. So we're going to look at this. We're going to do 2 cards, and we're going to ask what gets released from us. Let's just see what comes up, something positive or negative. What gets released from us is third eye. So yes, this gets released to us for the positive. Again, it's that purple, it's the upper chakras, it's the, this says third eye. For me, this is, the upper chakras in general, the third eye, the understanding, the clear seeing, the clear knowing, the information that we need. So this is a third eye opening, an awakening, expansion. So this gets released to us. So more in the way of our clairvoyance, more in the way of our spiritual understanding, and again tied to what I indicated up here. And I feel like it's giving us the ability to see clearly our purpose, more of our purpose, and like the components connected to it, which could be a partner as well. Not for everyone, perhaps. Or even if it's not an actual person in the physical, it could have something to do with someone that you've been connected to in the past, that, something that they've shared with you, or something that they instilled in you, like a grandparent or something, is part of that purpose, and you're going to carry that on. So it could be like a legacy type of thing and connection. So if it's not a romantical person, again, this could be just an energy that was shared to you from an ancestor that you will carry forward. And for some, it can be both. It can be a romantic partner and the energy that we just talked about, ancestor knowledge that you carry forward. But anywho, so this is what is being released to us for the positive. And we're going to pull a surrender card and see what else comes up. See if something we need to release that's negative, or if we get another positive, that would be great too. We'll take it. Interesting, there's that 3 again. Oh, the lilies was 30. The birds was 12, which is 3 too. So 3, 3. Actually have 3 because I see it here. So 3, 3, 3 in this reading is a master number. It's going to be connected to like a sign perhaps that you see that you're on the right path, or that things are expanding for you spiritually. But what? Yeah, this was talking about that soul song, right? We were talking about that. So yeah, it's all coming into alignment. So let's see what gets released from us that's negative, or what released to us that's positive. We're not sure which way this is going to go, what we need to surrender to, or what this moon is going to help us surrender to, or Surrender. And there we go. Surrender fear, and the undercurrent is surrender your ego. So we have that energy, and I'm going to pull the top one just to see. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And it says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So it's our state of being, right? The outdated beliefs. Like, how do you see yourself? You know, that is also a factor in our manifesting. So our state of being, how we see and perceive ourselves, can affect how we manifest. So I feel like you're going to let go, and this moon is going to help us let go of outdated beliefs, things that don't serve us. We're seeing ourselves in a way that we were in the past that is no longer who we are energetically vibrating at, right? So there is a release of that. It's almost like seeing it as like a snake shedding its skin, only this is very, it's like an energy snake. It feels very particle-y, like it's not, physical form, but it's more like an energy. They're showing it to me in that way. And so a bit of the ego. Now, we're never going to eradicate the ego 100%, of course, because we are still in physical form, and it all serves a purpose of protecting us too. So, I mean, but the negative aspects that can run the show is going to be, being released. It says, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So we are going to be releasing a bit of the ego that works against us and surrendering the fears of all this. Because this can be a big part of who, your ego is your identity too, right? So a bit of that with this energy is not serving any longer. Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So again, stories we're telling ourselves, and that's about how, part of our identity too. So I'm going to put these up there with the third eye. But the good thing that's coming to us, that's positively being released out to us, is that expansion of the upper chakras, of the crown and third eye energies. I feel, a lot of the third eye coming up here. So ability to see more clearly as well. And see ourselves more as that soul, higher soul energy. And number 6 is our superpower. I'm gonna pull the next card, and I'm gonna pull the undercurrent. So our superpower is obsidian, grounding, shielding, void. So our ability to ground. I'm also getting like a sense of hard to explain that feeling. Okay, the other superpower is sun, illumination, growth, and God energy. So again, it's that connection to source, a connection to spirit, right? To the connection to our own inner God energy, our own co-creating energy. And that illumination is that third eye that is being released to us from this. But again, this is our superpower, as well as grounding. So grounding that energy in, as above, so below too. So staying grounded is going to be, perhaps even though we are going through this awakening, it's kind of interesting. And that's a bit of what I felt there. At those times we can become ungrounded, right? And we can, kind of try to escape, that strong spiritual energy that's coming in at times. And but I feel like for some reason it's going to be easier to ground at this time in regards to this happening. Going to have a stronger ability to recenter and ground and connect to the earth energies as that's happening. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed this reading. It's been quite interesting. I know I have. I don't know that I'm offering this reading for sale because I probably won't have time on my schedule to get them out for everyone in appropriate timing, because this full moon's coming up. I think this is, the 3rd or the 4th of January, and my schedule is full right now, so I probably won't even put information below. No, it's the 3rd, so till I would get it out, it would be too late. So I'm not going to offer it, but this is if you've guided to this reading, you've gotten the message that you needed from this full moon. And remember, it can unfold for you, over time into the Cancer season, which is out into late June, which, it runs to the very end of spring. So that is also a very interesting, in alignment with the timing of this unfoldment for all this as well. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed this. Angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love and happy full moon in Cancer. Big hugs.